Hello and welcome to another video from Apps Associates. My name is Kyle and I've got Dan here, and we're going to be focusing on the public sector today, talking all things Office of the CFO, plus how EPM can help with that. So we're going to dive into some things that may be of interest to you, specifically ACFR. So Dan, let me ask you some questions of what you're seeing in the industry and what are some of the challenges that they're facing today.
Yeah. Well, one area, as you mentioned, is the annual comprehensive financial report, or ACFR, formerly called the CAFR. It's a financial report that follows a very specific government accounting standards and is financial statements, notes, and supplementary information. And it's an annual effort that's pretty significant for a lot of government entities.
Yeah, I know it takes a huge amount of effort from the organization. So what makes that challenging?
Well, the Government Accounting Standards Board, GASB, sets the rules for ACFRs. They have three sections: an introductory section, financial section, and statistical section. And they're very strict guidelines for the report, typically audited by an external firm. Reports can be 300-400 pages long, and they have summary data, detailed breakouts as well. And the sheer volume of the reports, coupled with the amazing amount of data that underlies it, really makes it a significant effort.
No, they're definitely massive. So how do you see EPM helping in this space?
Two main ways. Oracle EPM can support the data collection and reporting. It can also support the process for generating the report itself. So Oracle EPM planning is one of the core business processes in the tool. And while it generally is forward-looking, it also supports bringing in historical data in the form of detailed actuals and statistics. On the narrative reporting side, that's really a tool that's designed for collaborative reporting projects. You build out the structure of your report with commentaries, tables, and graphs as individual doclets in the tool, and then you fill those out, generate workflow to assign authors and reviewers, and then ultimately, when it's complete, push a button and pull out the assembled report.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. Quick anecdote on this one. I had a client who used to bring in pizza on Fridays for lunch, and they would have a 2-hour tick and tie session because their data was spread out all over the place. It was Excel reports. They were bringing everything together. And as they were creating this report, they had to make sure that everything flowed correctly. And so it was a very tedious assignment. After using EPM, they had that. So they had all the data organized in one place. They could hit refresh, create the reports that they needed, and just do a quick check versus having to spend the time making sure everything and going in adjustment and have multiple rounds of that. So
no more pizza.
No more pizza. They were disappointed by the pizza, but they were definitely glad to be done with the tick and tie parties. So some of the examples that you were talking about, the workflow engine, the reporting capabilities, the footnote generation. Talk to me really about specifically for this process in the preparation. How does this change a company that's implementing this?
Well, it automates a lot of the generation of the financial statements, the statistical tables. Any tables and graphs that are consistent year over year are automatically updated just by changing the selected fiscal year and refreshing the package. Other standard commentary can automatically be updated as well, that you can encode, for example, to have the system recognize that what last year said increased by 4.5% to 136,000. This year should be decreased by 1% to 270,000 or what have you. And based on that, authors get task notifications on what they need to fill out. Reviewers get notified when it comes time for them to review content. And then when you're done, you download a PDF with the final report.
That's huge. So you're saying that you can save a lot of time and effort on this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The ACFR process can happen a lot faster with much less manual preparation of statements. But in addition, the formatting of the content is largely automatic after the initial setup. And it ensures you're corresponding to the GASB guidelines. I think the quality and transparency of the process gets a lot better because of the direct integration to data sources, the structured workflow, the best-in-class reporting features. And then even after the fact, the audit process for the ACFRs significantly aided through access to the underlying financial details.
Yeah, that's huge for the organization. Thanks so much for your time. Thank you for listening. We're going to continue the conversation. Join us on another video. We're going to be diving into other areas that may interest you, like capital or planning, some other ways that EPM can help support your organization. We thank you for your time and look forward to the conversation. Take care. Bye-bye.